I just checked out of Golfito, heading back to Frog's Leap, and I'll be getting underway. It's a good time here, I'll tell you. I have mixed feelings. I don't want to go. That's the deal with these adventures. All kinds of comings and all kinds of goings. My name is Rick. I got my sea legs when I was in the Coast Guard, and I commanded a boat much like this one. Today, I take my small sailboat on coastal passages in search of adventure. In this season, I'm heading south from Banderas Bay with the intention of returning to the Caribbean Sea via the Panama Canal. Living the pirate life. Yep, me and these pelicans. All right, I'm underway, heading out of Golfito, heading through the outbound channel right now. Well, I still can't get over how much of a lush green just all over southern Costa Rica is. Once you get south of Playa del Coco, you don't even have to get very far south. It starts getting green really fast. I think those papagayo winds. And yeah, there's less bugs up there too. Like when Karen was in Playa del Coco with me, she noticed that she didn't get bit at all. And she's normally a magnet for mosquitoes, so that was kind of cool. I can see why people like Playa del Coco for sure. I heard something moving behind me. I turned around and saw a brown booby in my face. I named her Bertie. Bertie the Brown Booby. Yeah, say that 10 times fast. Well, Golfito is way behind me now. I'm getting ready to exit Gulfo Dulce, which is the bigger gulf that you have to go into to get to Bahia Golfito. Well, you can see the north and south points of Gulfo Dulce. Yeah, there's the north point. And the southern point there. I'll be turning left. There's a big spit of land down. I gotta go around it to get into Panamanian Waters. When I'm sailing, I imagine I'm like a detective, always keeping an eye on everything around me. I watch the waves, the wind, the sky, making sure everything's okay. It's like a big puzzle, and I'm putting the pieces together to stay safe. Sometimes I look for other boats, or I adjust the sails to catch the wind just right. It's exciting because I never know what might happen next. But I'm always striving to be ready. So this is the spit of land that comes down. Getting ready to pass it right here. On one side is Costa Rica. On the other side of this spit of land is Panama. So next couple hours, I'm going to be leaving Costa Rican waters, and I'll be in Panamanian waters. So yeah. Well, getting through the Panama Canal is the goal of this season. I don't know if I'm going to achieve it, but certainly getting into Panamanian waters, that's a step in the right direction. I feel good about that. This right here is the spit that comes down. And this part over here is Costa Rica. This part over here is Panama. And I'm pretty sure this island belongs to Panama because it's further that way. But I'll have to look into that and verify it. But yep, that's it. So probably in the next half an hour, I'll be in Panamanian waters. Yeah, pretty cool. And just a couple hours later, I got to enjoy my first Panamanian sunset of the passage. Yeah, so I'm heading to Bahia Honda today. Drop the hook. It's supposed to be really calm in there, so it should be a really chill evening. Oh, not only was it really windy and were the seas pretty big, but there was a lot of fishing going on out here. So you couldn't really take a break. There was no napping. It was full on. It was full on watch standing all night. So, and I think it was like that going into Golfito too, because I went in at night, and Gulfo Dulce is there's a lot of fishing going on in there too. So we're gonna have a sunrise here in about 20 minutes. Well, I'm headed into Bahia Honda now, and Frog's Leap is gracefully gliding between these emerald islands, all adorned with lush vegetation. They seem to be whispering tales of hidden treasure, inviting me to explore their enchanting shores. And as the sun descended towards the horizon, I dropped the hook in Bahia Honda, while the sun cast its warm glow across the water's still surface. Well, yesterday I arrived here at Bahia Honda. I was super tired. So I anchored here, but it's remote. There's a very small village. There's no tienda. Something they call a hotel. I mean, maybe it is. They had generators running last night. I was the only boat here. I didn't go ashore just because I was so exhausted from the night before. What I would call in the Coast Guard, a BSF is a brief stop for fuel, BSL, brief stop for logistics. Really what this is for me is a BSS, a brief stop for sleep. And with my sleep reserves replenished, it was time to take a final look around and get ready to get underway for the next leg of this passage. Yeah, it's a really quiet scene here at Bahia Honda. And, it's time for me to get underway, start making my way closer to the Panama Canal. There were 3 hops from Golfito. There was going to be one here to Honda, and then another one to Benao, I want to say is how you pronounce it. Well, I'll talk more about that as we get closer. And then from Benao, it's going to be to Vista Mar Marina, and that's probably going to be where I'm going to stage for the Panama Canal crossing. So that's the plan anyway, but today I'm getting underway from Bahia Honda on my way to Benao. Well, I think that hotel specializes in providing room and board to fishing charter passengers for this fishing boat. It's the only boat out of this little town, and well, they were all speaking English when they left. All right, well, I'm underway from Bahia Honda, a very small little village. It's pretty isolated, you know. It's one of these things where you really realize, man, if something goes wrong with my engine or my windlass, or there's nobody here to help you. You know, so you better have done your maintenance, and you better be able to work on your boat a little bit. It's crazy. But heading to Benao. Oh yeah. Well, today was a good sail. I switched my glasses. I've had these for a while, but I never wore them because I had a black pair. They get all scratched up. These are Walmart glasses, and those black ones were Walmart glasses too. So these will last just a little while, and then they'll get scratched up, and then they'll be done. But they look cool, so I'm gonna wear them. But I was able to sleep at Bahia Honda, and now I'm on my way to someplace called, it's a little cove called Benao. Don't know how to pronounce it, but I'll be there tomorrow morning. Should be there pretty early, like around 8 or 9, which would be really nice because I just want to rest. This next leap after this is going to be to Vista Mar Marina. It's 40 miles from the Panama Canal, so I'm probably going to lay the boat up in Vista Mar. If I can go dry, I will. If I can put her on the hard, I will. This is just what I'm thinking now, you know. And then go through the canal in the beginning of next cruising season. I don't know what's in store for me right now. There's a lot going on. So, but anyway, it's sunset, so it's time to take a look at our sunset. Woo! Yeah, let's take a look at this sunset. Oh, man. I didn't take much video on this day, but in the end, I got anchored and got to enjoy this sunset. Oh, I was so busy doing work after I got to Ensenada Benao, Panama. Yeah, doing all kinds of stuff. Editing video, making food, fueling the boat, stowing empty jerry cans. Now I'm warming up the engines. I'm going to change the oil. Just, you know, there's always things that are on a timeline, on a cycle, and you've got to stay up on them if you expect your boat to be reliable. So, which I do. I'm out here on my own, so, you know, if I don't do the maintenance, I pay the price. Just me, nobody else. This is how close my lee shore is. It's pretty close here at Ensenada Benao, Panama. But I'm hoping that, because when I came in here, the wind was raging. I didn't even know if I was going to be able to anchor. But I was able to get in here, but it was tight. I mean, I'm just recollecting how tight it was getting in here, how nerve-wracking it was. Pretty crazy. It went through my mind a couple times just to say, the hell with it, and head just keep going to Vista Mar. But I got the anchorage done, and you can just hear the surf is really, I'm really close, you know. It's a very tight anchorage. Like, I don't think you'd want to have more than 1 or 2 boats in here. I'm really close to that rock, and it's a lee shore. You know, the wind is almost always coming out of the north here, so that is right off your stern all the time. I could do it because my boat's small, it's pretty light, I have oversized ground tackle. I don't know if I could recommend this anchorage. Yeah, I don't know if I could recommend this anchorage. Yeah. For real-time updates, check out Sailing Frogs Leap on Instagram.